It's now time for the VP playback. Let's go.
Okay, let's go to Anderson County, home of the Mavericks, as the Anderson County football team takes on the Cyclones. You see there's a house divided. They all have to sit on the same side. But anyway, in the meantime, you see some fireworks getting ready to go high in the sky. But before that, we got to show the Mavericks as they're flying the flags and get ready to blast off as the fireworks blast off. The fireworks go high in the sky, and man, they erupt all over the stadium. And the Mavericks really know how to put on a show just before the game gets started as they enter into the stadium, flying their other flags, getting ready to take on the mighty Elizabethton Cyclones as the fireworks continue to be displayed in the sky. And this time the Cyclones, with their own flags, march onto the field in one way, but you know what? They actually come out ready to battle on the other side of the field with their flags. And I see the Tennessee flag flying high as well. There's Jariah Griffith warming up, getting ready. And alongside of him is Cam Baker, and looks like he's pointing to the other side. He's noticing the crowd, the house divided, the Cyclones on one side, the Maverick fans on the other. But anyway, let's get started in the first quarter as Dalton Mitchell decides to keep it. No, he goes left, but he doesn't find any room there. He goes right, and he lets the ball loose, and it goes to number 21, Nate Stevens, and he finds his way through the middle of all the traffic, but it's just not enough to keep the drive alive for the Cyclones. Turns the ball over to the Mavericks, and Walker Martinez, he decides to strike first and go high in the sky, and he fires across the middle. Across the middle, 5-on-5. It's a 5-on-5 match, and this 5 was won by Miller. But this time they keep the ball on the ground and hand it off to number 18, and that's Nick Moog, and he's fighting his way for yardage inside the 20-yard line. And this time he decided to give it back to Nick, and Nick takes the ball, and he has not much room to go, but back. And he's down for a loss as he's talking about host of Cyclones. But this time, Martinez says, you know what? Nick, we can't get it done in the air. And the run, maybe we can get it done in the air. And he finds him in the corner of the end zone. Is a touchdown for the Mavericks. Let's look at it in slow motion. And he gets both feet in. Only need one in high school. And it is a touchdown for Nick Moog. And he's like, yep, that's how you do it anyway. 7-0, 5:28 left. As you can see, the band and the fans are jamming out because they got the early lead. But wait a minute. You got Dalton Mitchell. He finds across the middle with a nice catch by Jariah Griffith for a first down. This time, Dalton Mitchell decides, scrambling. Where can he go? Nowhere but down. And he's dumped for a sack by the Mavericks. Anyway, gives the ball back over to Martinez and the Mavericks. He decides to go in the sky, and he finds 5 once again. Miller for the first down. This time, ball gets loose, and Martinez nowhere to go but down. And he's dumped in the backfield, but wait a minute, there's a flag on the field, and that's going to keep the drive alive for the Mavericks as we put out of focus into focus, coming across the screen, number 25, Big Noe for the touchdown for the Mavericks. But wait a minute, Dalton Mitchell's got a good running back by the name of Nate Stevens, and he takes it across the middle for the first down close to Maverick territory. This time Dalton Mitchell decides he wants to go in the air, and he points out his receiver, and he finds Luke Whaley for the first down for the Cyclones. And Dalton Mitchell, this time he's looking, he finds across the middle again. He finds number 5, and you know him as he fights his way into the end zone, Mr. Hustle Russell for the touchdown. The cowbells are ringing for the Cyclones as they got a 14-7, not a lead, but they're down 14-7 anyway. Ball high in the sky, finds a big tall receiver, and you know him as A-E-I-O-U, Val. That's Bryson Val for the first down this time. Hands it off to his running back, Big Noe. But Noe has nowhere to go. Fourth down, with about a yard to go. Mavericks, if they're stopped here, that gives the ball back over to the Cyclones. Noe finds a way to hurdle over a Cyclone, but can you do that in high school? Cyclone fans, Dalton says, no, it should be a flag there. It should be a flag. And oh man, Coach Whitten he is mad. He said, calm down. We'll just let the DJ Red VP playback replay. Find out if he did hurdle him. And as you can see clearly high in the sky, he does hurdle him. But Mavericks get away with that one, and it gives them a first down as they able to keep the drive alive. This time Martinez says, I'm going to go in the sky, and he finds, boom, big tall receiver. There he is once again, Bryson Val, with the fireworks going off. As the Mavericks are going off with a 20-7 lead, 3:27 left. But wait a minute, the kick is up, but they didn't even get up. It looks like it may have been blocked. And Mavericks frozen at 20-7, 3:27 still left just before the half. Anyway, Dalton Mitchell Feels he has a little bit of time before the half, but time's running out. And you get dumped for another sack. 153, 152. Clock's ticking. They're forced to have to punt. But Williams with the block. Well, no, he didn't get a block, but he got hit. And you see the flag there, and he goes down. He's like, oh, can't believe it. But you know what? They're going to call roughing the passer or roughing the kicker. Gives the Cyclones new hope. Time running out, but you give it to Nate Stevens. Nate Stevens busts his way through, gets a first down, but third down, 49, 48, 47, and they call the Mavericks offsides. 37 seconds left. Dalton Mitchell, what are they going to do? Well, they play it safe and they keep the ball on the ground, but Nate Stevens, not much yardage there, 15, 14, 13. Are they going to throw it? No, they keep the ball on the ground. They play it safe. They just want to get out of there. As 20-7 is the lead for the Mavericks. The fans, the players, they look happy. They look excited with the lead, but oh boy, Witten says, man, I've got some work I'm going to have to do as he's trying to find out here in the third quarter what's going to happen. But anyway, Dalton Mitchell, let me show you what's going to happen. He said, I'm going to scramble, I'm going to look, I'm going to try to find someone, and I found Mr. Russell Hustle, number 5. Jogs in for the touchdown for the Elizabethton Cyclones as they're now back into the game. And the Cyclones could march their way back into a possible win with that extra point. Gives them a little bit of the edge even though they're down because it's 20-14. As you see a full move out. And the Cyclones with a good kick by Williams. And it bounces into the end zone. Mavericks question it, but let's take a look at it with the DJ Red. Playback, replay, and there it is in slow motion. Boom! It touches. Ooh. Cyclones get away with that one as they place the ball on the 20-yard line for the Mavericks instead of the 35. Anyway, Martinez says that's okay as he finds across the middle. Once again, it's the 5-on-5 matchup. And this time, Miller once again wins that match. This time, Martinez keeps the ball in the air. He finds a receiver as he out of bounds there. First down for the Mavericks. They give the ball to Noe, and Noe just has nowhere to go but back for the loss. Cyclones defense getting fired up. Martinez, though, he says, I'm going to go high in the sky and into the end zone. Wide open. Number 1 having a little bit of fun. That is Russell for the touchdown. They also have a Russell, too, as the fireworks go off. And the Mavericks are going off as they extend the lead 26-14. You know what that means? They got to go for 2. You've already seen what's coming. It's coming right to you. What? Ref was in my way, but anyway, foul with the 2-point conversion makes it 28-14. As you can see, there's Ella. And the reason why we show you Ella there, because she's getting excited because after this kickoff, you're going to see what Ella's going to do as Nate Stevens with the return. He just takes it right up the middle, but he is stopped. But you know what? This is what Ella's job is. Ella hustles out. She is the T-Dog Ella. She hustles and gets the T, and she runs it off the field, and oh boy, she enjoys that. Oh, she gets a big kick out of it, giving the T, and the fans love it, and Ella loves it. And oh boy, it's just one exciting sight to see the T-Dog Ella in action. All right, let's find out what the Cyclones are going to do. Dalton Mitchell scrambling for his life, but he doesn't find the receiver. There's Teddy Orton, who hasn't said his name in a while, but he catches it and gets a first down, and this time they hand it off to Nate Stevens. Nate Stevens, you know, he's got the moves, and he grooves his way for another first down, and the Cyclones look like they got Big Mo on their side, big momentum, and Dalton Mitchell decides to go high in the sky once again. He finds, in and out of the hands of Jariah, who's usually on fire, misses that one. But Dalton Mitchell says, that's okay, I'm going to get it to Orton. Orton's going to do work as he takes it for another first down. He gets knocked out of bounds. And the Cyclones, new hope, as they got big-time movement going, as they move and groove to number 5, Mr. Hustle Russell, and he jukes a man, he dives into the end zone for a touchdown for the Cyclones. Give him 6. And the fans and the Cowboys and Cowbells, they go crazy. But let's take a look at the DJ Red playback, because that was such a sensational move. And let's slow it down a little bit as you see Mr. Russell Hustle with the move, fakes him out, and boom, Bulldogs his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cyclones sneaking their way back into this game, only down by a touchdown. And look at the defense. They're playing lights out now as they playing very stingy ball, and Nick has nowhere to go, but He's stuffed right there on the line. Martinez decides go in the air, but wait a minute. Looked like he caught it, but they said incomplete. You know what we gotta do? We gotta take a look at the DJ Red playback to see if he really caught this pass. So here it is in slow motion. He catches it, but ball touches the ground. Therefore, they say it's not a catch. Gives the ball over to the Cyclones because Mavericks have to punt. And Stevens, you punt it to the wrong man. And he's got the ball and he's looking to take it into the end zone. He cuts inside, makes a nice cut. Gives the Cyclones great field position. That ends the quarter. But also, that drive gets called back. But Witt says that's okay. Fourth quarter. Nate Stevens, anyway, they got a long way to go. Fakes me out, thought he had the ball, but somehow they get it in the hands of Mr. Teddy Orton. And Orton takes it across midfield. 11:51, Cyclones down by a touchdown. They need a touchdown to tie the game. And Dalton finds Jariah Griffin for the first down. But there's a flag on the field, and it's going to have to come back. Puts it a third down and long. Cyclones with Dalton Mitchell. Giving it back to Jariah Griffin, and Jariah with the move cuts inside, but he's just a little short from the first down. Brings it fourth down. And just a few yards to go. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to put Williams out there. And you're going to kick the field goal as he hooks it just in. Field goal is up and it's good. 3 points on the board, the Cyclone fans. They don't have the fireworks, but they got the fired up band cheering them on. 28-24, 8:09 left. Anderson County, all they got to do is just run that clock down. And, of course, you're going to give it to Mr. Gavin Noe, and he knows what to do as he takes it for a first down. 3:33 left. And they're looking like they're getting ready to score. You hand off to Noe, and Noe looks like he could take it into the end zone, but what? The ball gets loose, and it's recovered. Eli recovers it for the Cyclones, gives them new hope, and the Cyclones, with just a few minutes left, Noe looking very disappointed. He's like, I cannot believe it. We had the game right there, and I fumbled. 2 minutes left. Look where the ball is. They've got about 98 yards to go. So what do you do to get out of that hole? You get the Nate Stevens, he's just a shoestring second away. We'll probably march at 98 yards down. But anyway, 1:15. Fourth down. And what do you do? Well, you know, Witt's calling up a play. He said, make sure you just get it done. Get it done. You know what to do, right? Dalton says, yeah, I got this. Anyway, fourth down. Dalton Mitchell in his own end zone, scrambling. The pressure is on. He's got nowhere to go, and he is stuffed. Dumped, sacked, and it looks like the game is over. Oh my goodness, the Mavericks look like they got this in the bag. But wait a minute, the Cyclones, since it is in 109, it was a safety, they're going to have to kick it. So you see Witten, he's got them all lined up and ready, but a friendly bounce for the Mavericks, and all the thing the Mavericks have to do is now just hold the ball, so it looks like they just give the ball, but wait a minute, 55 seconds left, they called a timeout. You stop him here, you get a chance to get the ball back, but wait a minute, no, he's fighting for his life to get the first down, make it up for that mistake, and he says, no way they're getting that ball back. And Noe and the Mavericks take the victory as the clock just ticks away because the fireworks go off and the Cyclones cannot do anything to get the ball back as time runs out for the Cyclones. And it ends their season, and believe it or not, Cyclones are not going to the state championship for the first time in 4 years. Mavericks win big.
Hey, with them real big snaps. 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 Let me see you get 'em up. Let me see you make 'em clap.